Hi friends, we're on part 5 of our book study, The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein, and today we're going on a nature walk, and we're going to see some different parts about trees. I'm going to go over our vocabulary words, and I've actually got them posted to some of my trees in my yard, and I'm going to take a walk around outside. Now, my challenge to you is for you to do the same thing I'm doing. So I've got my basket, and I'm going to be collecting some tree parts. Now, everybody will have different tree parts because everybody doesn't have the same trees in their yard. So, I encourage you to find as many tree parts as you can. So, and another thing, if you're on a nature walk, make sure you're following the social distancing guidelines that are set by the state of Kentucky right now, or your state if you're watching from another state. But this is a good way to get out, get some exercise, get some fresh air, be able just to be out of the house for a few minutes. And again, I reiterate, please follow the social distancing guidelines. Alright, so here we go. So our first stop, we're going to stop over here by this tree. This tree is a dogwood tree, and it is one of my favorite trees that are in my yard. It's very beautiful. It has white blooms on it. And I just love this tree. See the white blooms? So here's our first vocabulary word, if you remember. And it was tree. And this is a fairly small tree. This is as big as my tree's gonna get. So, and I love it. I love the blooms when they come out. And here are the branches, and you can see them. If you look, there's branches there and there. See all the little branches? And they all hold the leaves. Now, we're gonna move over here. And this is my maple tree. It's one of my bigger trees in my yard. See, we go up, 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 up. And that's how big this tree is. So we're going to walk over here, and here's one of our other vocabulary words, and it's trunk. And see, this is our trunk, the trunk of our tree. It's not quite as big as the one in the story, but it's still there. Now, our next vocabulary word is bark. Bark is this stuff, and I'm going to pull just a little piece off to show you. This is bark. So I'm going to put that in my basket. And I want you to look around on the ground. See all these sticks and limbs? I'm going to pick a couple of these up and put them in my basket. Ooh, I got a big one there. See my big stick? These all fell out during the storm. See, there's a whole limb that fell out during the storm. Alright, so down here, this is our roots. This is the system that holds the tree. Holds the tree in place and keeps it steady. And that's where all the nutrients go in to make it a ginormous tree. I'm trying to back up so I can get at least most of it. But that's how big my tree is. So we're going to walk around. We're going to continue on our nature walk in Miss Rossi's yard. Oh, these are my beautiful flowers. These are irises. And I love them, but it looks like the cold got them. My beautiful irises. There's my children's trampoline. Okay, so the next tree we're going to come to, you can see it's got pretty purple blossoms on it, and it's actually called a redbud tree, and it's my second favorite tree in my yard. And it grows just a little bit bigger than the dogwood tree, but this is as big as it'll get. The other tree, the big tree that we looked at just a few minutes ago, it was a sugar maple tree. Now, this tree is also a maple tree. I'm not for sure what type of maple tree it is, but I do know that it is a maple tree. And it's big like the other one. See all the branches? See all the branches and the leaves, and that makes the canopy way up there. We'll talk about that in a minute. I have a label for that too. That'll be one of our last stops. This is I just love all the trees in my yard. I can't say that I have one favorite, but this one is my apple tree. And it has white blossoms on it too. You can kind of see those. And here in a few months, I will have little bitty apples come out where the blossoms were. So let's collect some leaves. I'm gonna pick some leaves, and only do this if you have your parents' permission, but I'm gonna pick some of these leaves, some little leaves. I'm only gonna pick a few because we were supposed to be picking leaves or picking up stuff from trees. Oh look, there's a brown leaf. I'm gonna pick it up. It's been there for a minute. These are my cherry trees, and it looks like the birds have eaten my cherries. They're really small, and they usually bloom out really well, but this year they have not, and it's because my tree is sick. I'll show you some spot on it. This is where a woodpecker has picked into my tree and dug into it. My tree is sick. Here's another place. So I'm gonna have to probably cut this tree down and replant my cherry trees. Here's another one. They're kind of like the dogwood and the redbud. They don't get as big. All right, we're gonna move on to my last tree in my yard on our quick little nature walk. Now remember, we've been collecting stuff, so I want you to collect stuff too while you go on your nature walk, because it's very important that we have these things. So here, remember in our book at the very end, she was a stump, and it was the perfect place for the guy to sit. Now this stump is not the perfect place for someone to sit, but it is a stump. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna go up on my deck. And here you can see my little stuff. I'm gonna start a garden soon. So I've got things planted, and we're gonna be growing them. Here, these are my little tomatoes, my grape tomatoes, and they're blooming so well. All right, here's one of our words, canopy. So this is the canopy. It provides all the shade. And this tree is called a Japanese maple. And I like it a whole lot. I won't let my husband cut it down, even though he wants to, because it's close to our house, see? But I love this tree. It's just so beautiful. Now, here is our leaf, and I'm gonna take this off. I just have that pin there to do that. And then I'm gonna put in a seed from the tree. So I've collected a few things. I'm probably gonna go around and collect some more things. So I'm gonna give you one more round of trees. Trees are everywhere. Trees give us oxygen, they give us shade, they provide food for us. They are very essential to everything we do. All right. Okay, friends, I hope you enjoyed your walk. I'm going to go around and gather some more things for our next lesson, and I hope you'll come along for the next ride in our lesson. We'll be going over some math concepts. I hope to see you soon, friends. Have a great day. Bye.